These top 10 plays from the Season 3 World Championships are brought to you by Shutterstock.com. Hello everyone and welcome to the top 10 plays for the Season 3 League of Legends World Championships. Pro players of Royal Club and SK Telecom T1 fought against the world to make their way here to Los Angeles and compete for their chance to take home the Summoners Cup. While the best of 5 series was over faster than any fans would have wanted, it wasn't hard to find 10 amazing plays to feature in our spotlight. So here are our top 10 plays of the Season 3 World Finals.
Number 10.
Now, I clearly can't do a top 10 list without mentioning Faker, and while maybe it's not the most elaborate display of skill and execution, let's start off our top 10 list with the very first blood of the World Championships.
First blood Faker.
Number 9.
Coming in at number 9 was a heart-wrenching moment for any of the SKT fans as a 3v2 fight breaks out in the bottom lane. Tab gets hooked up by Pumandu on Thresh, and Piglet on Corki dives in to secure the kill. With nowhere to go, Piglet does what he can to lure Royal into the safety of his turret, but goes down 1 second too early to secure the kill on Uzi. Bengi, aware of the bottom lane's troubles, can't be stopped as he beelines it down the river and into the jungle. But when he only spots Lucky, he continues to charge for the bushes and even lands a single melee strike a fraction of a second too late as Uzi makes his successful retreat back to the fountain.
Number 8.
Godlike holds down his lane and keeps Impact from snowballing out of control as he's mastered the art of running away. Slowly. Finding himself stuck in some well-coordinated ganks by SKT, Godlike squeaks by with just a sliver of health. Not once, but twice within the first 5 minutes of Game 2.
Field comes on, they're forced to back off.
22 health by that one.
Number 7.
Piglet doesn't give a fuck as he flashes around Sona's crescendo and proceeds to unload into her health bar. Lucky on Lee Sin tries to run interference on the kill, but Piglet Valkyries over the defensive line and snipes Sona to secure his well-earned kill.
Number 6.
Now, most people expect flashy teamfights or amazing 1v1 plays to make it into a top 10. But this next play is simply amazing prediction by Piglet on Ezreal, which helps keep SKT's momentum moving forward. After pushing up the mid lane, SKT moves into the jungle to work their way down to the bottom lane. Sensing that something's wrong, Uzi and Tab move into the river to recall but start at different times. Noticing their gank window is closing fast, Piglet blasts off a true shot barrage, catching Uzi alone, leaving no option but to retreat to the enemy tower for execution. However, Bengi manages to close the gap and secure the kill before Uzi's able to fall.
Number 5.
Play number 5 has Royal overcommitting after taking a successful teamfight and taking the team size advantage. However, instead of peeling back to take down Dragon, Royal splits up and goes all in as Whites and Uzi dive to try and clean up the fight. However, Piglet catches this mistake and sneaks in on the backside to pick off the remaining members of Royal one at a time.
Also going down, a kill coming in from White, back and forth on the board, 13 to 11.
The play would have ranked higher on our top 10 list, however his true shot barrage swings too far left and misses the chance for a triple kill.
Number 4.
Coming in at number 4, trying to make a push after punishing Faker for being out of position, Royal jumps head first onto Bengi during a 5v3, but finds themselves trapped within Thresh's box. Pumandu plays perfect interference as Piglet on Corki blasts Royal from the sidelines and dumps everything he has to burst down half of Royal's team. Leaving Lucky and Pumandu behind to duke it out, Piglet takes chase onto Royal before eventually turning around to squash that pesky little spider.
Number 3.
SKT decides to get aggressive early during Game 1 of the World Finals. After catching up on farm, Faker roams with Bengi to the bottom lane to create a 4v2 scenario that secures them the double kill. However, not only do they walk away with a 2-for-0 trade, but Impact on Jax arrives to defend the abandoned middle tower, which allows SKT to burn down not only the bottom tower, but Dragon as well, giving Royal nothing in return.
Number 2.
Whites on Fizz and Godlike on Kennen dive into Bengi and barely escape with their lives. However, from nowhere, Zyra flashes in to try and snipe down the remainder of Godlike, but falls just a few inches too short as Godlike flashes away. This leaves Poomandu in a 1v1 against Fizz, who bravely chases her down underneath her tower as Godlike swings back around to the jungle to help secure the kill. However, the shuriken whiffs and Impact on Jax charges in for the dunk onto Fizz's face. Godlike scrambles to get away, but a great follow-up by Faker on Gragas secures the kill and arguably wins the championship for SKT T1. Now that's how you work like a team.
Number 1.
Here we are, number 1 of the top 10 plays of the Season 3 World Championships. Even though this next play was during Match 3 when SKT was already so far ahead, the moment that this play happened was the moment that I knew SK Telecom would take the World Championships. Impact gets spotted a little too deep into Royal's jungle as a 4v1 fight descends on top of him. Flexing his muscles but with nowhere to run, Impact dukes it out before Bengi arrives from the darkness to try and offer up some interference. Impact, dazed and confused, manages to catch his bearings and leaps over the trees into the brush to the sides of his allies, where Poomandu unleashes hell onto Godlike and successfully turns around this gank gone wrong. While we are super happy to bring these top 10 plays to you, we also want to take some time to thank and tell you guys about a great service, Shutterstock.com. Shutterstock is a must-have tool for anyone in the creative industry. With over 20 million high-quality stock photos, illustrations, vectors, and video clips, Shutterstock helps you take your creative projects to the next level. You can inject your website with some instant credibility by using Shutterstock.com. Whether you need still photography, stock footage, or even art assets for a website or YouTube channel, Shutterstock.com is the place to be. You can try Shutterstock today without using a credit card, but when you're ready to check out, be sure to use the offer code GAMEBREAKER10 and you'll receive 25% off your new account. There you go. Season 3 might have felt like a one-sided fight, however that didn't stop us from finding 10 amazing plays from both sides of each team. Do you think we missed an exciting, amazing, or even better play? If you do, then send it in to us on YouTube and we'll be sure to feature it in a future episode on this channel. If you guys are looking for more League of Legends tips and tricks as well as champion guides, then be sure to head over to lolking.net. And if you want to see more League of Legends content, including weekly recaps of champion changes, red posts, PBE, and eSports updates, subscribe and check out LOL Nation TV on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in this Thursday for more news on League of Legends Waypoint.